Yo, what's up, family? Super tired. Came from work. Caught the caught the fight just in time. Thanks to my man David Rosario. I hate to say your name out like that, but good looking out for the video. And let's see what I wrote down here, man. I wrote this down. Finally, I wrote something down. So I just read it to y'all. First round. I was thinking, just like everybody else was thinking on the page, why is he going back so much? You know, he just was constantly backing up. First few rounds, you know, remember, half of the fight. You know, second round, he was still going back, I mentioned. I did like early on in the second round or third round, I think the second round, he showed me that he did his little Chavez thing. He leaned forward, fall back, and he counterpunched, like a pull counter type thing. You know, I thought that was going to get stronger and stronger through the fight because, you know, he got it off a little bit. But, you know, even from this point, from the beginning, the fight was absolutely the same throughout the whole thing. Canelo was in charge mentally, but he couldn't hurt Chavez badly. But he was mentally in charge, meaning he had the confidence. It looks like Chavez was either scared or not willing to fight back for whatever reason, a setup, paid check, or what. But it looked like a sparring match. And Canelo tried, but he could not penetrate to hurt Chavez. Now, you could blame this fact that he couldn't hurt Chavez because Chavez wasn't punching and he was doing all defense. When you have your hands up and you're blocking like that, you can avoid a lot of punches. And the few punches that he did land wasn't enough to accumulate a knockout. And he is in a weight class heavier. So you could say that, you know, this just made Canelo look bad because he didn't have an opportunity to show his skills. Boxing is all about you try to hit me and I make you miss and I hit you back. Basically, boxing is counterpunching. And Chavez didn't give Canelo the opportunity to shine and counterpunch and do his thing. He was very defensive. That's what you call running. If you want to say Floyd runs, Floyd hits you back. And Floyd uses his defense to counterpunch. He out-times you. Chavez, what he was doing tonight was running. You know, he was blocking, his hands was up, very defensive like a turtle shell, and then he would back up and retreat. That's called running. When you don't try to hit a person back or counter them back, that's called running. And at times he tried, but it was like he was hitting a brick wall, so he said, forget this, and he retreated again. You know, here it is, the fourth round. I'm like, he's still going back. He's looking like he's in a slow, like he's too slow to counter. You know, because when he tried to counter Canelo, he would land maybe one or two, but, you know, Canelo would quickly up the pace and out counter the counterpuncher. So it was like, hey, he'll rather just get defensive because you don't want to get embarrassed by Canelo and get hit with one of these punches, lucky punches. Because Canelo really didn't penetrate to really land the punches that hurt. So, you know, fourth round, he was still backing up. He's looking like he's slow to counter, too slow to counter. He was hesitant, and he just keeps moving back from Canelo. He's getting hit too much. Chavez is not really responding. He's not counterpunching. And he just don't know what to do, or he just don't want to do nothing out of fear. And his punches landing weak, so he could be scared. He could be scared that when he does land punches with Canelo, they're not affecting Canelo enough to make him keep doing it. Because eventually you're going to get caught. You keep hitting somebody and you're not hurting them. Round 5. Looks like a sparring match. Canelo never walked anybody down this easy. Never. Especially now he's at a bigger weight. It looks kind of suspicious, like I mentioned before. Chavez disrespecting his family name. Chavez Sr. was notorious for going forward. He never backed up. So this was a disgrace for a chin like Chavez. It's getting crazy. Round 5, he's not even trying. And Canelo's coming in strong, but he's not affecting Chavez enough to really put the speed on him and get him out of there. He's not even getting in that position. It's like he's fighting somebody too big for him, and the person that's too big is scared to punch back. That's what it looked like. Something is not right. It's about a 6th round. Same thing I explained. Every round was the same thing. 6th round, he finally tried to throw some punches when he got Canelo on the ropes. But then Canelo responded with hard punches that don't even seem to affect Chavez. But for some reason, he goes back in and stops. And stops punching again. Like if he's okay, let me get back defensive before I get knocked out. But when Canelo responds, he's not punching him hard enough to knock him out either. So it's like just a big dude giving a little dude too much respect. I keep saying to myself in the 6th round, this looked like a setup. For all the money that they making, this is like a Pacquiao Mayweather part 2. It was another setup for all this money built upon names of legends. Not even hurt Chavez or not even hurt him. And Chavez just acting like he don't want to hit back, and hurt him before his big fight with Triple G. Looked like Canelo just trying and got his confidence up, but Chavez knows better not to hit Canelo too hard and hurt him and mess up his chances for the fight with Triple G. Another $1 million robbery of the people's money. Round 8, Canelo lays on the ropes again, trying to get Chavez to start punching back, to start fighting. But when Chavez punched back, he seems to be discouraged real quickly and stopped again to defend himself hardcore. So I can't completely blame Canelo, but also Canelo is also not trying to finish Chavez because he realized he's not really hurting Chavez. So he's being a little wary too. If this is a fixed fight, also making Canelo look bad. You know, if this was a fixed fight, this was a fail because it's making Canelo look bad. Even though his opponent is not hitting back, still making him look bad. He is, I don't think after this, fans are not going to want to see him fight Triple G. After not even being able to hurt Chavez and the guy not even punching back. You know, if somebody not punching back at you, and you can't hit them because they're so defensive, when you do finally hit them, it should be a jaw dropper. You know, we should be like, whoa, he finally got you. But, it wasn't like that. When he finally hit Chavez, it was like Chavez would move his chin back, and then come right back and stop punching again. It was horrible. It made Canelo look really bad. Last round, the crowd's booing like crazy. Still can't hurt him. Chavez tries again, sit on the ropes, but he can't get. Canelo tries again, sit on the ropes, but he can't get Chavez to continue fighting. He get defensive, shaking my head. This is a fixed fight, gone bad. Wow. This is crazy. He got a guy that's not punching back, and he can't even hurt him. This make Canelo look real bad too. And Canelo's so slow paced that he can't even speed it up and land 4 or 5 punches. He can't. Canelo's not like a quick twitch muscle fighter. It's like he's just like he's not able to get amped and just land some of them hard punches. He can't do that. It's like he just worked one pace. And his feet, I was giving him credit for boxing a little bit with Cotto, but he can't move his feet, man. He is like in concrete, man. Somebody else mentioned that before. He fights like he's in concrete, man. So, that's it for tonight, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed a little commentary, even though the fight was not really nothing to get hype about. But I did a video just in case anybody didn't see the fight or anybody want to talk about the fight. Styles make fight tonight. The style Chavez used didn't make a fight. It was the opposite effect. Peace. One love. Come to Robert Pelez YouTube, man. Check me out. Defense first.